Have you ever looked at a cloud and seen a familiar shape? Perhaps you were lying on the grass, gazing up at the sky, and suddenly a cloud seemed to morph into something recognizable. Maybe a dragon, a face, or even a beloved pet. These fleeting moments of recognition can be both surprising and delightful. This is pareidolia at work. It's a fascinating psychological phenomenon where our brains interpret vague stimuli as something known to us. Our brains are wired to find patterns. This ability has been crucial for our survival, helping us to quickly identify threats and opportunities in our environment. We see faces in random objects, animals in star formations, and messages in static noise. This tendency to perceive familiar shapes and patterns in unrelated objects is deeply ingrained in our cognitive processes. Pareidolia is a testament to the brain's incredible ability to extract meaning from chaos. It showcases our mind's relentless quest to make sense of the world around us, even when the information is incomplete or ambiguous. It's a reminder that our perception of the world is a subjective experience, shaped by both our biology and our experiences. What one person sees in a cloud or a piece of abstract art might be entirely different from what another person perceives. Pareidolia is more than just a curious phenomenon. It's a window into the workings of the human mind, revealing how we process and interpret the vast array of stimuli we encounter every day. It's a fundamental part of how we make sense of the world. From recognizing friends in a crowd to interpreting facial expressions, our brains are constantly searching for patterns. This ability allows us to navigate complex social environments and build meaningful connections with others. From recognizing friends in a crowd to interpreting facial expressions, our brains are constantly searching for patterns. This pattern recognition extends beyond social interactions, influencing how we interpret art, literature, and even scientific data. This ability to see the familiar in the unfamiliar has played a crucial role in human evolution, art, and even our search for extraterrestrial life. Ancient cave paintings often depict animals and human figures, suggesting that our ancestors also experienced pareidolia. Join me as we delve into the fascinating world of pareidolia, exploring its origins, its manifestations, and its implications for understanding the human mind. We'll look at how this phenomenon has influenced art, culture, and science, and what it reveals about the intricate workings of our brains. Pareidolia is the fascinating tendency to perceive a specific, often meaningful image in a random or ambiguous visual pattern. This phenomenon can be seen in everyday life, where people spot familiar shapes and forms in the most unexpected places. For instance, you might see the face of the Virgin Mary on a piece of toast, or discern a face in the clouds, or even in the intricate patterns of tree bark. It's our brain's way of trying to make sense of the world around us by finding order in chaos. In the hustle and bustle of a chaotic city street, a busy market scene, or a crowded urban environment, our brains are constantly working to identify patterns and make sense of the overwhelming sensory input. This process is deeply rooted in the structure and function of our visual systems. The human eye captures a vast amount of information which is then processed by the brain. Brain scan images and studies of neurons reveal the complex pathways involved in visual perception. The brain is constantly bombarded with sensory information. Whether it's the lights and sounds of a busy highway at night, the hustle of a crowded shopping mall, or the relentless flow of city traffic captured in a time lapse, our brains are always at work, filtering and interpreting the data. To cope with this deluge of data, it relies on shortcuts and heuristics to process information quickly and efficiently. Imagine a person working on a computer with multiple screens, a student surrounded by books and notes, or an office worker multitasking. These scenarios illustrate how our brains use mental shortcuts to manage and make sense of complex information. One of these shortcuts is pattern recognition. This ability allows us to identify and categorize information rapidly. Patterns in nature, such as the intricate designs of leaves or snowflakes, a person solving a puzzle, or the geometric patterns in architecture, all demonstrate our brain's remarkable capacity for recognizing and interpreting patterns. Our brains are particularly adept at recognizing faces. From the moment we are born, we are drawn to faces. A baby looking at an adult's face, people in a crowd, or portrait photography all highlight this innate ability. Faces are crucial for social interaction and communication, and our brains have evolved to be exceptionally skilled at detecting them. This ability is so deeply ingrained that we even see faces in inanimate objects, like electrical outlets and car grills. A house with windows and a door can also resemble a face. This phenomenon, known as facial pareidolia, is a testament to our brain's powerful pattern recognition capabilities. This facial pareidolia is thought to be driven by a dedicated area in the brain called the fusiform face area. Brain activity scans and studies by scientists have identified this region as being specialized for facial recognition. The fusiform face area plays a crucial role in our ability to detect and interpret faces, but pareidolia extends beyond faces. Our brains are wired to find familiar shapes and forms in a variety of random patterns. Clouds shaped like animals, rock formations resembling objects, and wood grain patterns are all examples of how pareidolia manifests in different contexts. We can see animals, objects, and even entire scenes in random patterns. This ability to find meaning in ambiguity is a fundamental aspect of human cognition. It allows us to navigate and interpret the world around us, making sense of the seemingly chaotic and random. This is because our brains are constantly searching for meaning and familiarity, even in the most unexpected places. Whether it's a person finding shapes in clouds, children looking at shapes in the sky, or people discovering patterns in random objects, our brains are always at work, seeking to impose order and meaning on the world around us. This relentless quest for understanding is what makes us uniquely human, driving our creativity, curiosity, and ability to connect with the world in profound ways. Shared identity. Today, pareidolia continues to be a part of our lives, reminding us of our deep connection to our ancestors and the natural world. Whether we see faces in the clouds or shapes in the stars, this ancient trait still shapes our perception and enriches our experience of the world around us.